This podcast is sponsored by Jobs and Pods, the audio job board. Visit jobsandpods.com to listen to job openings from top employers across the U.S. Log on, listen, and apply at jobsandpods.com. Welcome to Secrets of the Job Hunt, everyone. This is the podcast edition. I'm your host, Chris Russell. This is the weekly Jobsearch Roundup for the week ending in April 21st. Kind of a slow week last week, but let's take a look at what's happening in the job search world, shall we? First up, got another free ebook for you, this time for college grads. If you head on over to collegegrad.com/book, you can download or read the 2007 edition of College Grad Job Hunter for entry-level job seekers. You can also purchase the hard copy on Amazon, but according to collegegrad.com's Brian Krieger, the book avoids theory and gives only practical advice and techniques for college students and recent grads. Again, that's collegegrad.com/book. Next up, here's a question for you. Will you be changing careers in 2007? Well, a new survey from Beyond.com says more than 93% of people plan to change their career path this year. This includes people who plan to change industries as well as those just looking for a new job in the same field. Only 7% said they plan to stay in their current position. Are you among them? We'll find out, I guess. Next up, more video resume sites are on the horizon. Just found out about workblast.com, WORKBLAST. They just launched, they actually got mentioned in the New York Times last week, an article I happened to read. According to their website, they want video resumes of 2 minutes or less, and apparently by applying to any of the jobs on their site, they will send an employer right to your video, I guess. Not sure how this is going to work out for them, but we shall see, I guess. Also in the news, a new people search engine is coming online very soon, Spock.com. Very cool name, I heard about them last year. Supposedly it will let you allow users to search for people. Let's say you want to search for an engineer, and instead of just getting back links to regular web pages with stuff on engineers, you'll actually get people that are engineers. Spock has, according to his website, indexed over 100 million people. I signed up for their launch announcement, so I'll let you know when they do come out. It sounds like an interesting idea, and definitely something to keep an eye on out there. Next up on the list. Are you applying online to a Fortune 500 company? Well, beware of the resume black hole. I've been reading a new book by Penelope Trunk called Brazen Careerist. In it, she talks with John Sullivan, a human resource consultant and professor of management at San Francisco State. And he says the following, which I thought was pretty shocking almost, so about applying online. He says, in a big company, your resume is sorted by an applicant tracking system. Most people know that. He said these companies receive thousands of resumes per month, and the tracking system sorts them by skill. Sullivan tells of a study in which researchers wrote 100 perfect resumes for a specific job opening. Then the researchers added 10% more information to their resumes. Of those resumes, only 12% were picked up by the tracking system as qualified. 12%. This means that even when you're a perfect candidate, if you submit your resume blindly to a large company, there's an almost 90% chance that no human will ever read it. And that is the core of the resume black hole for you out there who have yet to hear about this phenomenon. It's definitely true, and it's definitely something you really have to be careful about when submitting online. That's why it's always better to send it to a person. So if you can find the person's name, go for it. Also on this week, I'll also be interviewing Penelope Trunk about her new book, Brazen Careerist, The New Rules for Success. So stay tuned late this week or early next week for that podcast to come online. Lastly, site of the week, cool site for you here, allstarjobs.com. It's not a job board. It's a directory of recruiters, job banks, employers, career-specific job boards, and resume and other career resources. They have over 50,000 links, all related to careers. And it's a great tool. I use it all the time. And check them out at allstarjobs.com. Well, that'll do it for this edition of the weekly Job Search Roundup. I'll be on vacation next week, so there will be no podcast or blog entries. And I'll return to the office on May 7th, and you can check the blog out again. Stay tuned to secretsofthejobhunt.com for more interesting career topics, and be sure to check out the blog with over 500 pages of career advice. And also don't forget to check out Chimby.com, the career advice search engine. Thanks for listening, everyone. Take care.